Hello friends! So today is the beginning of a reading vlog, which is very exciting because I haven't filmed one in a while because it was NaNoWriMo, as you know. Please ignore the giant mess behind me. What if we turn this way? I don't normally film over here, so... But I may or may not have been re-addicted to Stardew Valley, so that's what I've been doing the last 2 days. However, this is not a Stardew Valley vlog. This is a reading vlog, so there will be reading done. Theoretically. This is for the Romance Takeover Readathon, which is being hosted by Jenn from Book Refuge and a bunch of other people. I don't remember everyone, but I will link everyone down below so you can go check them all out. Everyone seems really cool.
I can reach for a well-worn book to give me an escape.
I posted a TBR at the end of last week. If you missed that, I will link it in the cards so you can go check that out. But you will also probably figure out my general thing here. So we're not off to a great start. It's already, what time is it? It's already almost 6 p.m. on the first day of the readathon, November 29th, and I haven't read anything yet. I also didn't sleep much. I slept like 2 hours, got up to eat, and then slept for maybe an hour more. This hasn't been going great. So I'm tired. I'm playing a lot of Stardew. I downloaded a mod that expands it so much, and I'm listening to the Fated Mates podcast, the episode with Katee Robert, because I've just started really reading Katee Robert, and one of her books is on this TBR. Hopefully I will be getting to it. It is the Meg Hades Hercules one, I think, but maybe more, you know. I became her Patreon, and so now I have all of her books available, and it just might be a Katee Robert binge kind of time, you know, because I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about Desperate Measures, but I really enjoyed it. So I will update you when I actually read something. I will say I didn't read much in November. However, saying that, I did also read Rhythm of War in November, but that's just like a separate thing, okay? It's its own thing. And we will have Rhythm of War and other Cosmere stuff coming. We have plans. We got plans. That's all I'm going to say for right now. But there's plans. Okay, they're doing some recommendations, but she's talking about the Bridgerton series, so I'm gonna update you real quick. I'm working on a bullet journal spread for this readathon because for some reason I felt super inspired to do it. I haven't been doing much in the bullet journal, just normal stuff, no like fancy things, but I did this thing, and I did like a little cute bingo board because I love a good bingo board. I think I'm gonna put the books I read down here, maybe? We'll see. And then I haven't done my December setup, but I'm going to do that soon. And then when they start doing reading sprints, I'm going to read something for once. So we'll see how that... My neck is in so much pain. I don't know why. It was fine like an hour ago, and then like 50 minutes ago, it was like screaming in pain. So that was super fun. I put some ice on it, which seemed to really help, but I'm going to take some Tylenol. I'm gonna take some Tylenol and try and like keep my neck in the right position. That seems to help. Stretch it a little. We'll see. It's going real well here. This is a great angle, but I'm tired. It's 12:30, so it's officially the second day of the readathon, and I have finished a book. So I think it's going pretty well for me so far, even though I didn't sleep last night. Hopefully, maybe I will sleep tonight. Who knows? I need like a good 4 hours to like function now as like a human. I used to be able to get by on less when I was younger and less chronically ill, but no more. I just read all of Learn My Lesson by Katee Robert, which was amazing. Katee Robert is a fantastic writer. She's just so good at like all of these complex emotions. Like Learn My Lesson is a menage romance between it's a male female, and just like the way that she moves everyone around to be exactly where they need to be when they need to be there is just so interesting and so well done. I will say that if you don't like dark romances, you will not like the series. Although I will say, I kind of I don't know what this says about me. Probably that I'm a horrible person. But they hold back at the very end, and I kind of didn't want them to. I kind of didn't expect them to. And I'm kind of, like, sad that they did. I'm sad that they, like, held back at that one thing. They threatened to take the finger, and they didn't take the finger. And if you're confused about what I'm talking about, I will link the Fated Mates episode down below. That was a lot of fun. I'm really tired now. Maybe in the morning I will explain better what this Wicked Villain series is. But really, I'm not completely sure myself yet, so maybe not. I will say, one of the other books on my TBR that I haven't picked yet might end up being another one of these books, because I kind of just want to burn through this series now. I have them all on my Kindle, so I could just burn through all of them, and I think the last one, like, just came out recently. She has released so many books this year, I can't even explain to you. She posted, like, a picture recently of, like, all the books that she had come out this year, and it was fucking ridiculous. So yeah. I'm gonna try and sleep now. Probably won't go well.
I've been drawing. I didn't want to do, like, something too Christmassy.
Bree is currently vlogging. So we're doing Vlogception. Vlogception. It is the end of the second day of the readathon, Monday, and I realized I didn't really tell you much about Learn My Lesson, but I'm also getting a really bad migraine, so I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow. I haven't read anything today, and with this, I'm probably not going to, unless it goes away real fast, but that's not really how migraines work for me, so see ya. Okay, you can't tell. All my lights are off except my lamp, so I wasn't sure how the lighting would be, but it actually doesn't look too bad. So, I have a migraine again. It is Tuesday night. It is technically the third day of the readathon, I think, and I have still only read Learn My Lesson by Katee Roberts. I'm probably gonna go to bed really soon because my head is killing me and has been killing me since like 4 p.m. I get cluster migraines, which means that as soon as I get one, I like get another and another and another. It's great fun. I have like a giant knot in my shoulder. So, not a great start to this reading vlog, but I do have faith that I can try and read more. Maybe tomorrow. I didn't have any time to read today, so we'll see. However, very briefly, since my nausea has gone down, I'm going to talk you through my TBR. I have 4 books on my TBR, but I technically need to read 6 books to complete all of the challenges I picked, the prompts. Technically I could read way less than that, but I want to read 1 book prompt because that's just how extra I am. So my reading prompts are romance that has been on your TBR 6+ months, 5-star prediction, host recommended, cinnamon roll hero, recent release, and diverse romance. I'll put my bingo card here so you can see what it looks like. I do really like that you can make your own bingo card. That's a lot of fun. So I'll tell you about the 4 books I want to read. I have 2 of them physically, because I may or may not have bought one of them physically after I did my TBR because I just really wanted it physically. I have no other excuse. And I have Roller Girl physically, but I cannot find it for like the life of me. I don't know why. It should be like by my chair, but I don't know where it went. Anyway. So yeah, first one, as I mentioned, Roller Girl by Vanessa North, is a female-female romance with a roller derby side plot, and it's very short. I haven't read it yet, but hoping to read it soon. Oh, and the Roller Girl is for 5-star prediction. For Real by Alexis Hall is one that's been on your TBR for 6+ months. This has been on my TBR for so long, and I'm so glad to own a physical copy of it. It's much chunkier than I thought it would be, but I'm really excited about this. I've only heard good things about Alexis Hall. Still have not read anything by them, so it is time. Next, one of my favorite authors, Roan Parrish. I've been saving this book kind of for like a rainy day, like I don't know why. I have my bookmark in it already, even though I hadn't started it, because I want to read it next, but we'll see if that happens. And then the final book on my like official TBR, which I have already finished, I mentioned it earlier, it is Learn My Lesson by Katee Roberts. It is, Katee Roberts has a Wicked Villain series, which is what the series is called, and it is a very dark romance series, and if you're not into romance and you don't know what dark romance is, there's just like, it's it's dark. I don't know how else to explain it right now. Maybe when I don't have a migraine I will try and explain it better. But yeah, it's a lot, but it's so good. Katee Robert is such a good writer. Just overall, like, her writing is so fucking good. And I just started reading her recently. My review of Gifting Me to His Best Friend will be up in the cards, and was fucking amazing. Real good. And then I read Desperate Duchesses, because the series you don't technically need to read in order, but to really get the experience of the characters and like what's going on, there's like a through plot kind of with everything going on. It's like a mafia mob style thing. It's not really retellings at all, but it has like these characters and like the villains end up with the people. It's amazing. The first one is Jafar and Jasmine, which I didn't think I was actually gonna like. I thought I was gonna have to like just push my way through it because it has like a little bit of a daddy kink element, but it actually was just so interesting to read. Like the dynamic and like the way it turned out was just so good. Like the end scenes with like it's real good. We love a good murder, so you know. And then the Hades Make Hercules one was real good, which is Learn My Lesson, the one I just read. It was just so interesting, like how pure Hercules is, but also how dark he can be, and like Hades and Meg and their whole relationship and how it's warped over time, and like the trust has degraded, but it's also still there. Like they still actually like truly do love each other. It was just real good. I gotta say, I have the next one, which I think is called A Worthy Opponent. It's Hook and Tink from Peter Pan. And we've already gotten tastes of both of these characters in the previous two books, and I loved them a lot. I really love Tink. She's amazing. I'm excited for her book because she's fucking great. She's like a curvy fashion sub, and like I love her. She's so great. What an icon. I don't have anything technically picked out for recent release or diverse romance, but I have a bunch of options, so I left myself this like leeway for mood reading because I am a mood reader. But I wanted to try and do a TBR because one, that's one of the challenges I picked because it seemed like an interesting challenge. I'm not historically very good at TBRs. However, Haley did say that I wasn't going to do it, so now I have to do it out of spite because that's how that works. So now I'm going to go turn my lamp off and die.
I am choosing a book for every challenge on wheel, and then again, so I thought I will spin the wheel to see what books I will read and that.
It's Saturday night. It's been several days since I have updated you, several days since I have read anything. But I decided to try and pick something up today, even though my head still hurts. So, you know, there's that. But I'm now like 30 pages into Better Than People, 32 pages, and this book is so fucking cute so far. There's so many dogs, so many cats, and it's making me very happy. So this was a good choice. I also think, so Jack is the first character we're introduced to who has all the pets. He breaks his leg, which is why he needs help from Simon to walk all of the pets, because he cannot walk dogs with a broken leg. It's just not gonna work, especially when one is a 200-pound Saint Bernard. Like, yeah, that's not happening. And Simon is living nearby with his grandmother because his grandfather passed away last year, and he seems to be on the autism spectrum. It hasn't been specifically stated yet, but he seems to get overwhelmed and everything very easily and be unsure about a lot of stuff, so I think he's on the autism spectrum. We'll see if that is confirmed or not. But overall, just all the cat and dog stuff is real good so far. Just real good. I was right, this is amazing and it's super cute. Welcome to the wrap-up portion of this vlog. It is Monday. I meant to update you last night, but honestly, I was reading and then I was sleeping, so kind of sleeping. You know, my version of sleeping, which is not real people sleeping. Anyway, so I'm going to end this video here, even though the readathon goes on for a few more days. But I like splitting my reading vlogs into week. I don't know why, but that's just kind of like what I like doing. It feels more good that way. I could technically have like split it with the readathon and put this up like Friday or something, I guess, but I would much prefer to do it this way. This is more organized in my brain. My brain likes this better. So this is for the Romance Takeover Readathon. Obviously everything is linked below if you didn't know already. Second of all, there are 9 prompts I'm trying to complete, and I have completed 7 of them so far, so we're doing good. So the non-book related, like not they're still book related, but the not reading related prompts were post a TBR, which I did, attend live reading sprints, which I actually did on Monday, I think. I ended up actually leaving them to just continue reading because I was so sucked into my book and they were talking, but I still attended them. It happened. I did it. Counting it. And 3 is Read After Midnight, which I think I've done several times so far this week, and will do several times more, so that's a good one. And then for actual reading challenges I've completed, the very first one I completed was Host Recommended, and I read Learn My Lesson by Katee Roberts. I'm looking down at my bullet journal. That's why I keep looking down. Yeah, which was amazing. So good. 5 out of 5 stars. Hades, Hercules, Meg story. It was amazing. So good. So good. So well done. Next I read Roller Girl by Vanessa North, which I liked, but I didn't love. There was something about it that was just missing for me. I couldn't tell you what it is. Like, even now, I still just can't tell you, but it definitely was lacking something. And it wasn't the length. At first, maybe I thought it was the length, but I read a lot of really short stuff. And, like, this is short. I found my physical copy. This is short, but, like, I've read shorter and enjoyed it. So, I don't know exactly what it was that didn't click with this for me. I think maybe it was the fact that it's the 3rd book in a series, and normally you don't have to read the other books to understand, and like, you don't have to read the other books to understand, so you can go into this one. But I do like knowing all the characters, so I like to have read all the books in the series, but the other 2 weren't super interesting to me. I mostly wanted to read this one, so I just did it, and I did really enjoy it. I gave it 4 stars. This was, by the way, for the 5-star prediction challenge, so yeah. But I don't know, there was just something still missing from it for me. Anyway, still highly recommend this one. It was real cute. Next, I read Better Than People by Roan Parrish. This was for Cinnamon Roll Hero, and I realized that both of these heroes are cinnamon rolls, so double the cinnamon roll, double the hero. Yeah, I'd probably give this 5 stars. I really enjoyed this. I love Roan Parrish's writing, so this is not surprising to me. I've loved all the stuff I've read by her before. Looking forward to more of her stuff. I might have just bought one of her other books because I cannot be stopped and it was mentioned in this one, so I might as well. Yeah, so I really enjoyed this one. This was for Cinnamon Roll, like I said. I already said that. The last reading prompt I completed was a book I read last night, and that was All They Want for Christmas by Andie J. Christopher. I think that's her name. And it was for a recent release. I believe this came out in October. It's a Christmas novella. And it's pretty short. I don't know the exact length. It doesn't say on Kindle or Goodreads or anywhere how long it exactly is, but it's probably like 100 pages, maybe less. So it's actually longer than I expected it to be, but also I feel like, I don't know, I'm giving it like a 3.5 4-star rating overall. The sex was amazing. It was really well done. But also the emotion connecting the 3 of them was also, this is a male-male female romance, by the way, taking place over Christmas. She just breaks up with her boyfriend because he's not going to propose to her, and they get snowed in. She goes home with these 2 guys to just have fun, and then they end up getting snowed into the house, and she can't go home for Christmas. And I just feel like it was all very rushed, which is the only reason why I didn't give it 5 stars. It just felt too rushed to me, and I'm used to short stories being rushed. I don't mind a short novella that skips over some things. That's a lot in romance, and I do love it. But this one I felt needed more time in between. It kept in, not in real time, but it didn't skip time at all. They slept and ate and whatever, but no time was skipped. It was all within 3 or 4 day period, and I feel like it needed more time to have skipped for the way that they felt, if that makes sense, and also for the way that Carrie, one of the guys, was changing his mind from moment to moment. I feel like he needed more time to have those thoughts and those feelings and whatever. However, saying that, I would still highly recommend this book. It was a lot of fun. It was really interesting. Yeah, it was a lot of fun and really interesting, and the characters were unique. I feel like the characters really shined, and that's why I'm giving this such a high rating, even though I feel like it was a little rushed, because the characters were just so much fun and so good. So yeah. Oh, now I only have 2 reading prompts left to complete. One is the one that's been on your TBR for 6+ months, and for that one I'm doing For Real by Alexis Hall. Haven't read this one yet, but planning to maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. We'll see how it goes. Tomorrow is Tuesday. It's going great. Maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. We'll see. I'm going to start a new reading vlog for this week, so as soon as I'm done with this, we'll see. But I don't think I'm going to end up reading anything today. It's going to be a busy day. Oh, the other one is Diverse Romance, which I still don't have anything picked out for. But I was looking, like scrolling through my Kindle the other night, which is how I ended up picking up All They Want for Christmas, and I remembered that Katrina Jackson had a novella come out, like a Halloween novella called The Tenant, and I might be reading that because that is really interesting. I need more Katrina Jackson in my life. I also need to reread some of her books because they're just so good. She's such a fucking good writer. It makes me angry sometimes, honestly. So if you like romance and you haven't checked out Katrina Jackson, or if you don't like romance, honestly, she'd probably be a good introduction to it. Unless you don't like sex, because let me just say, her stuff is very, very steamy. On the scale of closed door romance to like sex all the time, she's very on this end of the spectrum. But I love her characters, I love her writing, I love everything, so yeah, I'm probably gonna read that because I haven't read it yet. I've been putting it off. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back next week with a full update on the rest of my reading. I think I will be finishing this TBR though. I don't want to jinx myself, but I only have one book left, and this is the book I am most excited for, so obviously I've put it off the longest because that's just how it works. And it may seem like I never leave this spot, but that is because I read here and I work on my computer here, and all my books are over here because of that. So I just end up filming over here because it's easier. And I mean, I'm not really going anywhere anyway. Like, I got groceries today, but I didn't actually leave to get groceries. I got them delivered. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you're reading in the comments down below, and I hope you're having a good day. Life before death, Radiance.
Now I'm gonna